Athens under Rome, the city of wisdom in the age of emperors. When people imagine ancient Athens, they think of Socrates debating in the Agora, Plato teaching in his academy, or Pericles overseeing the birth of democracy. But by the time Rome had conquered the Mediterranean world, Athens was no longer the proud, independent city of philosophers and warriors. Instead, it had become a jewel in the Roman crown, still dazzling, but forever changed. After the defeat of Greece in the 2nd century BCE, Athens was spared the worst of Rome's wrath, thanks to its reputation as the cradle of philosophy and learning. Roman generals and senators admired its temples, its schools, and above all, its legacy. Even as Greece became a Roman province, Athens remained a beacon of culture. It was no longer the master of armies, but the master of minds. By the time of the first emperors, wealthy Romans were flocking to Athens, not to fight, but to learn. The city's academies flourished once more. Stoics, Epicureans, and Platonists gave lectures under marble colonnades. Young Roman nobles arrived in droves, eager to refine their rhetoric and philosophy. To walk through Athens was to hear Latin and Greek echo together through the Agora. Cicero himself studied there, and later emperors, like Hadrian, would fund great building projects to honor the city. Still, Athens was not untouched by conflict. In 86 BCE, before the rise of the empire, Sulla besieged the city during the Mithridatic Wars. When his legions finally stormed through the gates, Athens suffered looting and destruction. Yet, astonishingly, the Parthenon survived, and so did much of the city's intellectual life. The scars of that siege lingered for centuries, but Rome knew Athens was too valuable to let crumble. Under Roman rule, Athens transformed into a hybrid city. Its citizens kept their traditions, the Panathenaic games, the philosophical schools, the worship of Athena, yet Roman influence was everywhere. New temples rose alongside old ones. The Roman Agora was built, complete with a grand library. The Emperor Hadrian, who adored Greek culture, even built a colossal temple to Zeus in Athens, larger than any structure from the city's golden age. To Athenians, it was a sign that though their independence was gone, their prestige remained. But life for ordinary Athenians was not all marble and philosophy. Taxes were heavy, especially under unpopular emperors, and many struggled to balance loyalty to Rome with pride in their Greek heritage. Roman soldiers patrolled the streets, ensuring order, and the city's democracy, once the pride of Hellas, was now little more than a ceremonial echo. Decisions came from Rome, not the Knicks. And yet, the spirit of Athens endured. Its philosophers advised Roman emperors. Its architects inspired Roman forums. Its sculptors decorated imperial villas. Even in decline, Athens shaped the conquerors. One Roman writer quipped, "Captive Greece took her fierce conqueror captive." The relationship reached its height under Hadrian in the 2nd century CE. He visited Athens multiple times, showering it with gifts and monuments. He finished the temple of Olympian Zeus, built an aqueduct to supply the city with fresh water, and founded the Library of Hadrian, a vast treasure of knowledge. To many Athenians, it felt like a renaissance. But the centuries rolled on, and Rome itself began to waver. By the 3rd and 4th centuries, barbarian raids and political chaos shook the empire. Athens, though still a symbol of learning, could no longer escape decline. In 267 CE, the Heruli, a Germanic tribe, stormed the city, burning many of its treasures. Though rebuilt, Athens never regained its former glory. Later, when Christianity spread through the empire, the old temples of Athens grew silent, their gods fading into memory. Still, even as the Roman Empire crumbled, the legend of Athens endured. The marble ruins remained, standing tall on the Acropolis, whispering of a time when gods and philosophers walked its streets. Rome had conquered Athens, but it had also preserved her, weaving the city's brilliance into the fabric of its own empire. In the end, Athens during the Roman Empire was no longer a city of political power, but of eternal influence. Its armies had vanished, its empire long gone, but its ideas lived on, shaping Rome, and through Rome, the entire Western world. So when you picture Athens under Roman rule, imagine not a defeated city, but a phoenix scarred, but still aflame, offering the wisdom of its past to the empire that now ruled the world. Athens may have lost its independence, but it never lost its brilliance. Its temples, its philosophers, its very spirit shaped the Roman Empire, and through Rome, the entire Western world. And this is just one chapter of history's hidden stories. If you want to uncover more secrets of the ancient world battles, betrayals, and the forgotten figures who changed history, make sure you subscribe to the Roman Scroll. Hit the bell so you don't miss the next tale from the shadows of the empire. Because the past is never truly gone. It's waiting to be rediscovered.